Hi, this is Ken. How's everything going? This is another Friday, so do you have a plan for the weekends? Today's kata is called a PaginationHelper. For this exercise, you will be strengthening your page mastery. You will complete the PaginationHelper class, which is a utility class helpful for querying page information related to an array. So let's go through the items in the example. So this creates an instant called helper with 6 items. This one indicates 4 items a page, so quite straightforward. Item count should be 6, and the page count should be the total number of items divided by how many numbers per page. The page item count of the first page, whose index is 0, is 4 obviously, which contains A, B, C, and D. And the second one is 2, which contains E and F. And the third page is empty, so it returns -1. For the page index of an item, so the first example, number 5, is the 6th item, so it should be on page 1, so which is the second page. And the 2 should be on page 1, which is 0. The 20th item doesn't exist here, so it should return -1, and there is no item that is -10, which is also should be returned as -1. So I think this question is quite straightforward. Let's go for it. Alright, it looks like there are a few blank functions left for us. So what we can do is to say self collection equals collection. Here is not 4 spaces, so let me adjust it a little bit to make it as 4, which is recommended. Alright, and self, let's just copy and paste this part. So let's first finish this part, the item count function, which should directly return how many items of the collection. So we say, okay, self collection. I think that'll be enough. Let me first fix the intention. Page count, well, also straightforward. It's the divided by how many items per page, which is this one. Right. Then we have 2 more functions to finish. Right, let's move to the page item count function. It says returns the number of items on the current page. Page index is 0 based. This method should return -1 for page index values that are out of range. I think unless it's the last page, we should always return how many items per page. If it's the last page, then we should return remainder of how many items divided by items per page. And for the other conditions, we just return -1. So let's do it. We have this page count function to return how many pages are there, so we can directly use it. Since this page index is 0 based, so the max number of this page index is this page count -1. So we can do it like this. If page index is not smaller than 0, but smaller than page count -1, then we just return items per page. If page index equals page count -1, then this is the last page, and we should return almost this, right, like the remainder of it. For anything else, we just return -1. This actually reminds me one thing. So let's say if there are 10 items, and 3 items per page, then this page count function should return 4 instead of 3, but what we did here actually only returns 3. So what we can do is, if there's anything remained, we just return this +1. Good work. We return this directly. Cool. We fixed an issue. So let's move on to the last one. The last function, page index, is quite similar to the previous one, page item count, with only a few nuances. So if this item index is one of the item, then we just need to return, let's actually write this function, item index is within the range of the items we have. I think we have a function called item count. Let's copy and paste here. But do remember, this function returns as in 1 based, but index is 0 based, so we need to -1. So if it's in this range, we just return item index divided by this one, items per page, or we just return -1. I think we are good. Let's have a test. Invalid syntax. Let's see where is the issue. On line 27, there's an issue. Oh, looks like I mistakenly typed only 1 equals here. So let's retest it. Unsupport method and int on line 18. Right. No, I haven't. Looks like I've made a lot of mistakes here. Whoa, now finally I got it. So I've passed 3 tests. Then how about random ones? On line 28, right here, we still have an issue here. Let's do it again. Finally, we got everything right. Let's remove this example in the comment here, and then remove this line and resubmit it. Cool. Alright, let's head to the next kata. See you next time.